here with a book haul, and I'm calling it my winter book haul because even though it's spring, I bought these in the winter. So first is actually one I did not buy, and I totally forgot about it in my birthday Christmas book haul because it was like somewhere else in my apartment, and that is Leia, Princess of Alderaan. And I did briefly consider returning this because it isn't something I would traditionally read. Although I love Star Wars, I have never read a Star Wars story, but I decided to keep it and give it a read. And my sister actually got this for me, and I believe it is about her Leia when she's like young. Yeah, she's 16. And then I did buy the remainder. Let's talk about some newer releases that I got. So I did get Say You'll Remember Me by Katie McGarry, which is a new book by her, obviously, because it's a new release. I have like no idea what this is about. I just bought it because it was Katie McGarry. And if you pre-ordered it, you got a special from her, so I did do that. She does that a lot. I think it is a standalone though, and I'm assuming it's young adult because that's what most Katie McGarry books are, and I like her books. And then the other new release I got was Hello Stranger by Lisa Kleypas, and I got this like shortly after release date. I bought it at Walmart because they had it there and I was able to get the sticker on. I'm so proud of myself. And books are usually cheaper at Walmart, so that's always good. And this is book 4 in the Ravenel series, right? 4? I think 4. Yes, right there, book 4. And this follows the doctor, what's her name? Dr. Garrett Gibson. And she is the first female physician, and you've met her in the previous books and stuff. I'm very excited. I think people are really liking this. So then other books I bought, how about 2 newer books, but not new releases, I would say. So I did get throwing books in my face. Into the Fire by Janine Frost, which is the 4th and I believe now final Night Prince book. So it was supposed to be a trilogy, but Janine Frost ended up having to do more because she couldn't explore the story completely in 3 books. So I believe this is the last one. This is a spin-off of the Night Huntress series, which is Cat and Bones, which I do really like, but I love this story. This is about Vlad, who you meet in the Night Huntress books, and then what is her name? Layla, is that her name? Yes. And she is very cool. I really like them as a couple, and I'm excited to read this. And then I did get The Day of the Duchess by Sarah McLean. I think this came out towards the end of last year, and this is the 3rd book in the Scandal and Scoundrel series. And this is one that, like, the characters have been like referenced in the earlier books. It's like a reunited lovers story, and I know that there's a lot of like controversy about this book, I know, leading up to it, and I'm not 100% sure how it's been received because throughout the series you hear about this like horrible thing that he did to her. So I know a lot of people going into it were like, I don't know how I could ever get behind this, but I think if anyone could do it, it'd probably be Sarah McLean. Volume 2 of the Rhaenyra Revelations series, so, or book 2, like volume 2, because my first version is a bind up and this is a bind up as well. So this is Rise of Empire. It has 2 books in it, which Nifron Rising, I don't know, and the Emerald Storm, so books 3 and 4, because I recently finished Theft of Swords, which was the first bind up, so I decided to pick this up. It is actually a lot smaller than the first book, but it's really heavy. It's like 750 pages. I feel like that's not that bad for 2 books. So I did pick this up so I could give it a read. I'm really liking this story. I don't read a ton of fantasy, but I do read some, and I do really like Michael J. Sullivan's writing, and these characters are really fun. And as kind of an impulse purchase, I was having a rough time, and my dad's like, just take a mental health day and buy this book and read it, which I did not read it yet. I'm still up in the air about this whole thing. But I did pick up A Wrinkle in Time. So I have done a book memories video on this before, but I didn't own it. So now I do. And I did briefly consider getting like the quartet or the quintet, or the like, you can buy it a variety of ways. To me, it was always like a quintet. I think I might have said quartet in the book memories, but quintet. But for me, honestly, like, having read them, A Wrinkle in Time is by far my favorite, and I'd kind of prefer to just read A Wrinkle in Time and pretend those other books don't really exist. They're not awful or anything, I just prefer the simplicity of this book. But I did pick this up, and I don't know, I've gone so far. Like, I want to see the movie. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to see it in theaters or not. It's already out, obviously. I just can't make a decision, but it's totally worth it having this in my life so I can read it if I ever want to. And then the last thing, which is not quite a book, is this. It is a Life magazine like special. It's a reissue, I guess. And this thing was expensive. It was 14 bucks, and I actually bought two. So I did buy one for my dad because his birthday is in February, but he hasn't gotten his gift yet because he was out of town. So we are doing a delayed birthday. I don't know, I just felt like this was perfect, and I'm trying to like curate like a Disney collection. Like, I have my Art of Disney Tangled book right here, and I'm trying to get those as well, but also just like historical, whether it be about Walt Disney, about the parks, the movies, whatever. I'm trying to slowly put together a collection, and I thought this was a nice little addition to it. So it has like articles, I think. Yeah, I would call these articles, but it is full of like awesome pictures, and yeah, like, I assume that's the ink and paint shop. I think there's a book about the ink and paint shop, which is like it was mostly women, and oh, I want to read it so bad. I think that would be awesome. I think I saw that on Disney tourist blog, who I love. That is the book haul. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that about these books, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you have any book recommendations, I would love those as well. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.